The battle against hunger in Omaha got a big boost today.
City Council approved moving money from Keno to assist 4 food banks. First Alert 6's Philip Katafamo joins us live in the newsroom. Philip, how much money are we talking about here?
Well, Brian and Aaron, $150,000 will be split between 4 local food banks. The money comes from an agreement to share Keno revenue with the city of Kearney and Big Red Keno. Now, the Omaha City Council approved that agreement with Kearney earlier this month. In it, Omaha receives 2% of Keno revenue on every bet placed. Omaha City Finance Department and Councilman Pete Festerson requested increasing the Keno revenue fund by $150,000 to reflect the increased money generated. Now, that extra cash will be distributed once between these nonprofits. It's funding the nonprofits say comes at a time where they are seeing their budgets slashed by federal government cuts.
We've seen an increase of food insecurity at almost 50% from 2023 to now. The need is high, and it's higher than it ever has been, even during the height of the pandemic. With that high need, we're also seeing resources that are not raising to that same level. And so this is a very needed and welcome boost of funding that will really help meet that need and provide food for people across the region.
Tim Williams of Food Bank for the Heartland says this is a good first step for future iterations of this kind of funding. On your screen are the 3 other food banks receiving their share of funding. $37,500 will also go to Saving Grace Perishable Food Rescue, Together Inc., and Heart Ministry Center. Now, Williams tells me the money will go toward purchasing food for the organization. Now, he is thankful for the extra money, but says more is needed to help address food insecurity in Omaha. In the newsroom, I'm Philip Katafamo, First Alert 6. Back to you, Brian.
Philip, thank you. Well